With Diagon Alley still on the market, I can't say that I was expecting to get another Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. Yet here we are. So how does this version compare to its larger, more expensive counterpart? Let's take a closer look. This set was sent to me early to review by the LEGO group, but you can pick yours up starting on June 1st, and at least in the US you can actually pre-order it now. This is set number 76422, Diagon Alley Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. It has 834 pieces and retails for $89.99 US. In many ways, I find myself comparing this to the Hogwarts Express, which is also being released alongside the other summer Harry Potter sets. It's a downscaled, more affordable version of a much larger set. But for the most part, I feel that it does a good job of taking what's important and maintaining it here in this smaller, more affordable version of itself. Let's start off by taking a look at those minifigures. So the Fred and George that we get in this set are the same that appeared in the direct-to-consumer Diagon Alley, and I think that's a good thing. If you can't shell out whatever that thing costs now, $470, this is a much easier alternative and hopefully will help bring their aftermarket price down a bit too. We do get a new version of Ron Weasley in this set. It's nothing particularly special, but I'm always down for a new torso print. We get a new version of Ginny as well. She has a new torso, but I must continue to say I really don't think this face is a good suit for her. It's just a reuse from another theme, maybe Jurassic Park. A brand new and exclusive figure to this set is the Owl Post Worker, who runs one of the buildings included in this set. She's a very nice inclusion here, and I love the new printed torso. For the first time, we're seeing Romilda Vane in this set, presumably shopping for a love potion for Harry. I always love getting obscure characters like this, so no complaints here. And then we also get an updated version of Lavender Brown. I don't think this makes for a very convincing Lavender myself. I feel like both the hair and the face print are off. And of course they're just recycled from other themes, nothing new was developed, but the torso is new, and I think that's fitting for Lavender. A pretty good range of figures here, and I'm glad we're getting some new ones. Interestingly enough, the set Weasley's Wizard Wheezes isn't confined just to Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. We also get this side build, the Owl Post shop. Minimalistic would be a good word for it. There's not much going on here, but it is another corner building. It's nice to get something that wasn't included in the big direct-to-consumer Diagon Alley. It makes this feel just a bit more special too. And there's some nice details on the exterior. You get one of those golden spread-winged owls, as well as a tawny owl up top. The interior is really bizarre though. As soon as you open the door, you're greeted with a wood on the base for some reason. On the inside, there's a simple little feature in that the mail kind of zigzags down as you drop it in. Maybe this board in front of the door would make more sense if there was enough letters to fill this space and make it a big mess, but there isn't. Yeah, it's an interesting little build, but I'm not sure it adds a ton of value to the set. However, if we continue to see Diagon Alley expansions, as is hinted at by the connections on the base here, this could be a great way to start filling out some of your streets. We'll see if that happens. I'd love to get Diagon Alley playsets. Even if the Owl Post shop isn't really doing it for me, I must say that the main model is pretty much all you could want from a set of this size. It makes great use of those relatively new curved window pieces to recreate that authentic shaping that you'd expect from this. Yes, this set is covered in stickers, but you gotta admit it just wouldn't look the same without them. The open-backed interior gives you a lot more room to play with than the direct-to-consumer model ever did, and I do appreciate that about that. I love all the light that gets in here, and the walls are just filled with delightful movie-accurate details and goofs and gags. Of course, you're seeing a lot more stickers, but it makes for great packaging, and I'm really not going to complain about it. From Fever Fudge to Nosebleed Nougat, Electric Shock Shakes, Puking Pastels, and Peruvian Instant Darkness Powder. I mean, there's a little bit of everything in here, and it's utterly delightful. We've even got Umbridge going across the ceiling like that scene in The Half-Blood Prince. We've got 2 Pygmy Puffs included in this set, which are printed onto that familiar Technic ball element. The set even includes the rather ridiculous-looking Puking Pastels bin. I'm not even sure what this is or where it came from, but it's included in this set. Someone please tell me what this is and why it got printed for this set instead of some of these other things. Much like the Owl Shop, it's worth noting that there are Technic pinhole connections on the corners of this building. could be hinting at a future Diagon Alley playset mini theme. I like to think that'll happen, but I have no idea. Beyond that though, there's really no crazy play features or anything like that. It's just a beautiful, colorful, detail-filled set, which I think is exactly what you'd want from something like this. If this set didn't have to live in the shadow of the larger Diagon Alley and its version of Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, I think it would be a complete standout and smash hit. I feel kind of bad that the set wasn't given a chance to shine on its own because there's a lot of good stuff going on here, and I love how they were able to take pretty much everything that much larger set had to offer and boil it down into a smaller building that hopefully more people can get their hands on. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this build in particular. What other Diagon Alley playsets would you like to see? Of course, we need an Ollivanders, but what other shops could we get? Maybe something that wasn't featured in the direct-to-consumer Diagon Alley. Yeah, like a Gringotts maybe. But there has to be other shops too that could be really interesting to see in this format. Well, until next time, you have yourself a great life, and I'll see you later.